Messier moment on location, Warwick's Cinema with Chad Verde, producer of both Woodhaven Productions and Verdi Productions. You've had a big night, my friend.
Yeah, tonight was a great night. Tommy showed Almost Mercy. I think it's his best film yet. It's definitely the best film we've produced out of Woodhaven Productions. And I think it's going to be very successful. It's going to release next week through Universal on video on demand. It's going to be a huge success for him in Woodhaven.
Now you have a great film with Almost Mercy. You have another great film. Would you like to talk about Bleed for This?
Yeah, Bleed for This is my passion project, as you know, the Vinnie Pass story. Sony bought all the foreign rights at the Cannes Film Festival. Open Road bought the domestic rights. So that'll be distributed on over 1,000 screens very shortly. We won't have a release date for about another 3 weeks, but I expect that to be released in the next 12 months.
Miles Teller is super hot right now.
He's the hottest actor under 30 years old. He's got paid $12 million for Fantastic Four. It's coming out in August. He killed this role. He's going to win the Oscar. Aaron Eckhart's going to be right behind him. We're very, very excited about this.
Hey, Vinnie Pass had a big career, 50 victories, 30 knockouts, only 10 defeats, fought some of the best, Roy Jones Jr. We've talked about boxing, but is there a possibility of a Bleed for This sequel?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't see a sequel here. This is an inspirational feel-good story, very similar to Blind Side. It's R-rated, so it's a little edgier, but I think this captures everything Vinnie was about, what he transpired into his career, how he came and overcame obstacles. I'm not sure a prequel or a sequel would do him any justice.
So we've got this story in one film, which is great. Bleed for This, Vinnie Pass story. What about Chad Verde? What's the next move?
Right now we just finished filming in Taiwan with Silence, Liam Neeson, Andrew Garfield. Very excited about that. 2016, we're going to go into The Irishman with De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci. We're very excited about that. 17, we have Sinatra with DiCaprio, and then 18, we're going to film the Tommy Morrison film. It's going to, depict the Tommy Morrison heavyweight championship bout between him and George Foreman, where he became the first white great hope, so to speak, in the heavyweight division since Rocky Marciano.
I actually know that fight pretty well. Tommy Morrison and George Foreman, very close fight. I remember went through the full 12 rounds, I believe. That was around 1992, I want to say?
It was 91, and the reason why, what inspired me is I acquired Tommy Morrison's heavyweight championship belt after he beat George Foreman. So I actually have that belt in my office, and that inspired me to really look into his career. I was following him, and then when they say he came down with AIDS, he was blackballed out of boxing. I'm not sure he died of AIDS. That's what they're saying today, but the film will depict his life story and tell the truth about what transpired.
For those that don't know, Tommy Morrison was the featured boxer in Rocky V.
Yes, he played Tommy Gunn. That also will be, that's in the script, and that will be in the movie. And again, he was the first white heavyweight champion since Rocky Marciano.
Right. So that's for people that enjoy boxing, the Riddick Bowe, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Vinnie Pazienza, Roy Jones Jr. I'm glad to see someone has a real strong interest in boxing to make films about it. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, boxing is what inspired me to get into film. I'm going to start my career, off with the horror films and led into Bleed for This with Vinnie, and I'll probably end the career with the Tommy Morrison film. That probably will be the last film I produce.
Why do you say that, Chad? Because you had a lot of films in you.
Yeah, no, I do, but we have 5 years into making that. Marty, Emma, and I, we have 2 more films together. But at some point, you got to get out on a high note,
right?
And I think that could be the next high note. Outside of Bleed for This, I think that's the last movie I want to produce.
So what's next after your filmmaking career? What do you want to do with your life after that?
I'm doing everything now. I enjoy my children. I'm in technology. I'm in businesses, and this was a hobby for me, and I kind of want to end it on a high note. And unless Tom DiNucci comes up with a project that inspires me, in which I would always produce his movies, I think 2020 will be the end.
Okay, well, Chad Verde, I want to thank you on behalf of everyone that's had an awesome time with Almost Mercy.
It was a pleasure.
And have a great night, Chad Verde. Thank you.